I know you want to become the best version of yourself, but it's important to understand that not everything about self-improvement is straightforward. Your heart wants to believe in the magic of quick fixes, but if you're not careful, you could end up feeling lost and frustrated. Unfortunately, many misconceptions and pitfalls can sneak into your nightly routines. Pay attention to the signs and steer clear of these traps. You've probably experienced moments of doubt, wondering if you're on the right path. Sometimes, the self-help advice you receive is so well disguised that you don't realize it's not working for you. Let's talk about the subtleties that can trick you into thinking you're making progress when you're not. Some methods promise to help you reflect deeply or find inner peace, but actually lead to more confusion. It's important to be prepared because sometimes external pressures, like social expectations, will try to sway you, but other times it will be your inner critic. Your environment plays a crucial role in your nightly self-examination, but unfortunately, some elements can strongly mislead you. In today's video, I'll guide you through the 7 essential steps to a meaningful nightly self-examination. These steps will help you navigate the challenges and stay on track. Before diving into the first step, make sure you hit the like button if you're someone who loves learning about self-improvement and personal growth. Let's start with the first step, reflection on the day. Begin by reviewing the events of your day. Think about what you did, where you went, who you interacted with, and any significant occurrences. Recall even the small details because sometimes those little moments hold the most meaning. Write down a brief summary of your day in a journal or notebook. This exercise might seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You might think, why do I need to write it down? Well, did you know that writing by hand activates your brain more than typing? It engages different cognitive processes, helping you remember and process your day better. Plus, it gives you a physical record you can look back on. It's like creating a personal history. As you jot down your day's events, ask yourself, what went well today? What didn't go as planned? Reflect on these questions honestly. Sometimes, acknowledging the little victories can boost your mood and confidence. On the flip side, recognizing what didn't go well allows you to identify areas for improvement. Consider this. You had a tough conversation with a friend today. Writing about it helps you understand why it was challenging. Was it something you said? Was it the way they reacted? This self-awareness is crucial for personal growth. It also helps you let go of any lingering negative emotions before you sleep. Building on this, don't just focus on events. Think about your feelings too. Were you happy, sad, anxious, or excited? Writing down your emotions helps you understand your mental state and sets the stage for better emotional regulation. This nightly reflection helps clear your mind, making it easier to drift into a peaceful sleep. So, grab that journal and start writing. You'll be amazed at how this simple task can transform your nights and ultimately your life. If you find this helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. Your support means the world and helps me bring more content that adds value to your life. On building on that reflection, this brings us to evaluating your actions throughout the day. After noting down the day's events, it's time to dig a little deeper. Think about whether your actions were virtuous and aligned with your principles. Ask yourself important questions. Did I act with integrity? Was I kind and fair to others? Human interactions often tell a lot about our character. Let's say you held the door open for a stranger today. That's a small act of kindness, but it reflects a lot about your character. Now, consider the opposite. Maybe you snapped at a colleague out of frustration. This acknowledgement is crucial because it shows where you fell short and what you can work on tomorrow. You might wonder, why is this important? Research has shown that self-reflection can significantly improve mental health and emotional well-being. Acknowledging your actions, both good and bad, helps you become more self-aware and promotes personal growth. If you find that you consistently fall short in certain areas, think about why. Are there external pressures influencing your behavior? Or maybe it's something internal, like stress or fatigue. Identifying these triggers can help you develop strategies to manage them better. For example, if stress makes you irritable, you might consider stress relief techniques like deep breathing or short walks. And don't just stop at identifying the issues. Think of solutions. If you weren't kind, how can you make amends? A simple apology often goes a long way. If you didn't act with integrity, consider what you can do differently next time. Maybe it's about setting clearer boundaries or practicing mindfulness. Reflecting on your actions makes you more accountable and helps you grow. It's not about beating yourself up for mistakes, but about learning from them. This step is transformative, offering you a roadmap to become a better version of yourself. If you're finding this helpful, please share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback helps me bring more valuable content tailored just for you. On building on your evaluation of actions, this brings us to identifying your mistakes or areas where you didn't act according to your values. Be honest with yourself, but remember, this isn't about harsh self-criticism. Make a list of these mistakes. For example, maybe you promised yourself to be more patient with your family but found yourself losing your temper. Write it down. Identifying these mistakes is crucial for growth. Studies have shown that people who actively acknowledge their mistakes are more likely to improve and succeed in the long run. This isn't about beating yourself up, but about recognizing where you went wrong so you can make better choices tomorrow. When listing your mistakes, be specific. Instead of writing, "I was bad at work," note the particular instance. "I interrupted my colleague during the meeting." The more specific you are, the easier it will be to address the issue. If you struggle with being too hard on yourself, remember, you're human. Everyone makes mistakes. The goal is to learn from them, not to dwell on them. If you find you're making the same mistake repeatedly, it could be a sign that you need to change your approach. For example, if you're consistently late to meetings, maybe you need to set an earlier alarm or prepare the night before. Understanding your mistakes can be a powerful tool in avoiding them in the future. It helps you to see patterns in your behavior and develop strategies to change them. Why should you continue watching? Missing the upcoming steps could mean missing out on crucial strategies for turning these identified mistakes into opportunities for growth. Don't let these valuable insights slip by. On building on identifying your mistakes, this brings us to analyzing why these mistakes happened. Understanding the reasons behind your actions is crucial for improvement. Consider external factors, emotional triggers, or lack of preparation, and write down the causes you identify for each mistake. For instance, if you found yourself snapping at a colleague, think about what led to that moment. Were you stressed because of a tight deadline? Were you feeling overwhelmed by personal issues? By pinpointing the exact causes, you can start to address them. Research shows that self-awareness is one of the key components for personal growth and emotional intelligence. If stress is a common theme, look at ways to manage it better. Perhaps you need to build short breaks into your day or practice deep breathing exercises. If lack of preparation is a recurring issue, consider setting time aside each evening to plan for the next day. Writing down the causes also helps you see patterns. Maybe you always feel rushed on Monday mornings, which leads to mistakes. In that case, you can prepare more thoroughly on Sunday night. By understanding these patterns, you can create specific strategies to avoid making the same mistakes again. Why is this step so important? Because it moves you from simply recognizing a mistake to understanding it deeply, making it easier to change your behavior. Without this understanding, you're likely to repeat the same mistakes, which can be both frustrating and discouraging. If this talk is resonating with you, please subscribe and share this video with anyone you think could benefit from these insights. They might just need this guide to make meaningful changes in their lives. On building on understanding the causes behind your mistakes, this brings us to reflecting on how you can avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Think about strategies for improvement. For each mistake, write down a clear plan or steps you can take to prevent it from happening again. For example, if you often miss deadlines, consider setting smaller, more manageable goals throughout the day. Break down your tasks into smaller chunks. Research shows that breaking tasks into smaller parts can significantly increase your productivity and reduce stress. If you struggle with losing patience, develop a plan to practice mindfulness. Maybe keep a small reminder on your desk to take a deep breath before responding to stressful situations. Visual reminders can be powerful tools for changing behavior. It's also helpful to seek feedback from others. If you're unsure how to approach a problem, ask a friend or mentor for advice. Sometimes a different perspective can offer a solution you hadn't considered. Each strategy you write down should be actionable and specific. Instead of writing, "I will be better at managing my time," you can say, "I will set a 10-minute timer to focus on one task at a time." The more specific your plan, the easier it will be to follow. Reflecting on improvements is an ongoing process. As you start to implement these strategies, you'll find that some work better than others. Don't be afraid to adjust your plans. Flexibility is key to personal growth. If this is hitting home for you, please give this video a like and share it with anyone who might need some guidance in their nightly self-examination. Your support can help others in their journey towards self-improvement. On building positive strategies for improvement, this brings us to acknowledging your successes. Take a moment to celebrate the times you acted in accordance with your principles. Write down the positive actions and decisions you made during the day. For instance, if you helped a colleague with a project or took a moment to listen to a friend in need, acknowledge these actions. Celebrating these small victories is essential. Studies show that recognizing your achievements can significantly boost your self-esteem and motivation. List these positive actions and reflect on how they align with your values and goals. Did you stay true to your commitment to kindness? Did you make a decision that brought you closer to your personal aspirations? This reflection not only reinforces your positive behavior, but also highlights what you're doing right. It's easy to focus on mistakes and overlook the good things you've accomplished. By acknowledging your successes, you create a balanced self-view and build confidence. If you find it hard to remember your positive actions, keep a small notebook with you throughout the day. Jot down each positive act as it happens. This simple habit can help you become more aware of your good deeds and the impact they have on your life and the lives of others. Reflecting on your successes isn't about boasting. It's about recognizing your efforts and the progress you're making. It's a critical step in maintaining your motivation and continuing your journey towards self-improvement. If this resonates with you, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights can inspire others in their self-examination journey, creating a community of support and growth. Reflecting on your successes naturally leads to ending your nightly examination with a moment of gratitude. Take a deep breath and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from your experiences. Gratitude has been shown to improve overall well-being and happiness, so it's a powerful way to close your day. Write down a few things you are grateful for. These can be related to the day's events or anything in general. Maybe you had a meaningful conversation with a loved one, enjoyed a beautiful sunset, or simply appreciated the comfort of your home. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a sense of contentment. As you jot down these moments of gratitude, notice how your mindset begins to shift. The challenges and mistakes you faced earlier in the day might not seem as overwhelming. Instead, you can see them as learning opportunities that help you grow. Closing your journal with a positive note is equally important. It leaves you with a sense of fulfillment and peace, preparing you for a restful night. Write something uplifting, like a hopeful message for tomorrow or an affirmation that resonates with you. This positive closure reinforces the notion that each day is a step forward in your personal journey. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this guide helpful, please subscribe and like for more content on self-improvement and personal growth. Your feedback in the comments is invaluable and can inspire others on their journeys. Don't forget to check out more videos from our channel, shown on the screen.